Let us start with Chapter 7, Dissolution of a Company. Company is an artificial person created by law, and as the company does not have a physical existence, so it cannot be ended naturally. Day-to-day administration of a company is done according to the law. So we can end the company only with the process of law. For the winding up of a company, a dissolution process has to be carried out. Meaning, in general term, winding up is a process of bringing an end to the life of the company. Creation of company and end of a company can be done only through a legal process. Definition: as per Professor L.C.B. Gore, winding up of a company is the process whereby its life is ended and its property administered for the benefit of its creditors and members. Modes of dissolution or liquidation or winding up of a company. This is divided into two: compulsory winding up, and the second one is voluntary winding up. Under voluntary winding up, there are two processes. One is voluntary winding up by members, the other one is voluntary winding up by creditors. First is the compulsory winding up. Here, the court or the tribunal gives an order to the company to compulsorily wind up. Now, under this, first is company unable to pay its debt. If company is not able to pay its debt, the court may order to the company to do the winding up. In most of the cases, when company is not able to pay its debt, then this application is being made. But if the company's condition in economic term is very poor, but it has no debts, in that case, court will not order for winding up. Second is special resolution. If by any reason a company passes a special resolution to wind up company by court, then company may go for liquidation. Members of the company may pass special resolution in general meeting for liquidation, and the directors are authorized to apply in court with copy of the special resolution, and then court will pass an order for winding up. Third is statutory meeting and report of a company. It is compulsory for the company to call a statutory meeting of a company, and a report is to be submitted to the company registrar. If it is not been done, then the company registrar or the shareholders may apply in the tribunal, and here the company registrar will take a permission from the central government before applying for winding up. And if statutory meeting is not called on a specific date, then after 14 days, shareholders and other contributors may apply for winding up. Fourth is incorporation certificate. Now, if the company does not commence business within 1 year from its incorporation or suspends its business for 1 year, the tribunal may order the company to be wound up. Now, if the tribunal finds satisfactory reason for suspension, then it will not order for winding up. That is under the circumstances like if the company has specified in the MOA that business will be carried out in India as well as outside India, and business is suspended in India, then it cannot be winded up. And if there is a possibility to carry out business in future, then winding up order will not be forced. Fifth is reduction in number of members. In case of public company, minimum 7 members, and in case of private company, minimum 2 members are needed. Now, if the number of members falls below the statutory, the minimum number, the tribunal may order the company to be wind up. Now, usually member initiate the winding up. If the company continues the business, even though the number is less, for 6 months, then the existing members are considered that they are aware of the fact and they are responsible for it, and they are the one who will take up all the debts. Sixth is the sovereignty and integrity of India. If a company has acted against the interest of the sovereignty and integrity of India, then they are forced to wind up. Now, it can be against the security of the state or against the Indian Act or against the friendly relations with the foreign state. In such case, the tribunal may order to wind up the company. Seventh is just and equitable reasons. If there is a total deadlock and management of company is not possible, in that case, then the second one is if the main purpose has been lost due to any reason, or the company is making loss continuously, or the company was formed to carry on a fraudulent or illegal business, or the business of the company becomes illegal by a change in the law, or if operations are done on minority in a company. In such cases, the court will order the company to wind up. The second one is voluntary winding up. The company and the creditors or contributors, without going to the tribunal, can decide for winding up. If voluntary winding up, the company and its creditor, company and its member mutually decides on each other's right. Now here the meaning is voluntary winding up means winding up at the insistence of the members of the company without any interference of the court. Ground of voluntary winding up or dissolution or liquidation. First is duration of the company. A specified period has been prescribed in AOA, and a company may wind up voluntarily by passing of a resolution in the general meeting on completion of this period. Second is occurrence. In Article of Association, some events have been specified. On occurrence of such event, again they will pass an ordinary resolution general meeting and they can wind up. Third is special resolution. A company can wind up by passing a special resolution even if it is economically sound and capable of paying its debts. Voluntary winding up or dissolution by members. Where a company is solvent, it is capable to pay its debts in full. The voluntary winding up takes the form of members' voluntary winding up. For this purpose, declaration of solvency shall be made by directors. Voluntary winding up by creditors. When a company is insolvent and the directors are unable to make the declaration of solvency, voluntary winding up is carried out by the creditors. This is called creditors' voluntary winding up.